Hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and today on this fairly early morning I'm at Concha Praia, which means Beach of the Shells, and I'm doing a hypnosis session, and it's going to be based on finding a new rhythm of life, a new pace of life. And I travel a lot, and what I tend to find is that different cities, different environments have different paces, different rhythms. In London, for example, it's a fairly high-paced rhythm. And what normally happens with me is that when I get myself out of London to a different part of the country or the world, it takes me a couple of days to kind of adjust to that new rhythm. So what I thought would be useful is to do a hypnosis session while I'm out here based in Brazil, to reflect this idea of adjusting to a new rhythm that is beneficial for you. Because what can be quite stress-inducing is if the rhythm that you're in is not conducive to the environment that you're in. Obviously, normally I do these hypnosis sessions in a recording studio in London. I'm out here in Brazil now doing a series of videos that's designed to get me out in nature and take the hypnosis to where I can identify with some of these resource states that you probably experience in some of the other hypnosis sessions that I do. So this is all about finding the right rhythm. The ideal way for you to experience this hypnosis session is going to be to find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, to relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation, and as you exhale, just allow yourself to feel that you're releasing tension in your outward breath, breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. As you breathe in deeper than you normally would, and as you exhale, just exhale for slightly longer. If it's safe to do so, and you haven't already, on the next outward breath, allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, I wonder if you can feel a deeper connection with yourself. I wonder if you're able to give more of your focused attention to the sound of my voice. So breathe in even deeper than before. A wonderful feeling of resourceful relaxation. And as you exhale, give permission to let go. Not just on this breath, but to let go on every outward breath. To only hold on to the emotions that you need, and to let go of those that you don't. As you breathe in and breathe out, just allow any feelings of stress and tension to continue leaving your body, and you start to realize that the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you're becoming. And the more relaxed you're becoming, the deeper you breathe. And as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine a cove of shells, where if you were to look on the ground, you would see thousands upon thousands of broken shells, almost becoming sand, but sand made of shells. I want you to imagine being on that beach of shells, and I want you to notice how many of these shells utilize spirals in some way. I want you to get a sense that there is a pattern to some of these shells that almost move into themselves like a spiral. So just imagine walking down this beach of shells and stumbling across not a broken shell, but a pristine, intact shell. One of those shells that has that spiral design to it. I want you to imagine holding that shell, staring into the spiral, and as you stare into the spiral, feel that you are becoming drawn into the spiral, like the spiral of the shell has become a black hole, drawing your consciousness into the very center of that shell. And as you feel yourself being drawn into the shell, I want you to wonder what it would be like to be transported to a different part of your consciousness. Some people call the consciousness the waking state, a mindful state of being alert. And some people call the subconscious or the unconscious all the things that you're not aware of. You don't have to make your heart beat. And when you walk, you don't need to think about putting one foot in front of the other. Most of the time when you breathe, you don't need to think about breathing in or breathing out. It just happens all by itself. And sometimes memories come into your mind, and sometimes thoughts, words pop into your brain, not consciously but unconsciously. So as you stare into that spiral shell, imagine that your conscious mind remains outside of the shell and your unconsciousness is activated inside the shell. Feel that that is awakening now. And your unconscious has a wonderful ability to utilize your imagination. Isn't that what happens when you dream at night? You don't consciously decide what to dream. Your unconscious does it for you, creating a kaleidoscope of different possibilities and ideas, things that are possible, things that are impossible, all happening, and it feels like it's real while you're in that dream. And I wonder if you could imagine dreaming of a cluster of rocks near that beach of shells. I want you to imagine that your conscious mind is far, far away, but your unconscious is exploring those big rocks close to the shore. And I want you to imagine finding the shape of a rock that you could comfortably sit on and stare out into the waves. And as you do so, I want you to get a sense that sometimes the waves are rowdy, violent, high intensity. Sometimes they crash and are noisy. But sometimes the sea is calm, no noise at all. I want you to get a sense that your life has a certain intensity, a certain energy. And I want you to imagine that the waves that you look at as you sit on that rock looking out into the ocean represent the level of rhythm of your life right now. If your life is hectic and chaotic, you would imagine seeing the waves violently crash against the rocks. And if you feel that the rhythm of your life right now is more like a calm surface of a lake rather than the ocean, then start to imagine the sea becoming calmer, the waves less big, the crashes less noisy, and just get a sense that that is happening for you now. As I count down from 10 to 1, I want you to imagine what it would be like for the waves to reflect the rhythm of your current life. So 10, just feeling calmer and more relaxed. 9, letting go of any tension in your jaw. And 8, releasing any tension in your neck and your shoulders. That's it. 7, just feeling your arms, feeling limp, loose, and heavy. I want you to get a sense that you're feeling more and more calm with each and every outward breath. And then start to think of 6, your internal organs. Just allow your lungs, your heart, your stomach all to relax. And then 5, focus on your gut. Feel your gut becoming more and more relaxed. 4, feeling that going down into your lower abdomen now. And then 3, into your upper legs, just feeling more and more relaxed. And maybe the sea is already starting to change for you, to reflect your current rhythm of life. And then 2, I want you to think of your lower legs now, like your calf muscles becoming more and more relaxed. And then 1, your feet, and just feel that wonderful rhythm of relaxation rippling from your toes to the top of your head to the tips of your fingers. And look out at an ocean that reflects the current rhythm of your life. But how it is now may not be how you would like it to be. So I want you to think about how you would like the rhythm of your life to be. Is it even more relaxed, even more calm? Or would you like it with more adventure, excitement, energy? I want you to think about how you would like the energy and rhythm of your life to be over the next 3 months. Are you looking for adventure and drama and chaos? Or are you looking for calm and tranquility? Because sometimes a change is as good as a rest. So I want you to get a sense that as you breathe in and breathe out, the sea is becoming more like the way you would want the rhythm of your life to be. If you want it more intense and more energetic, see the waves getting bigger. And if you would like your life to be calmer and more tranquil, see the waves becoming calmer. And then start to think, as you think about the new rhythm of the sea reflecting the rhythm of your life, what would that mean for your life? If your life is more energetic and intense, what do you see yourself doing? I want you to imagine what it would be like if a giant screen appeared above the ocean, almost like a holographic movie screen just floating above the waves. You are a spectator seeing this holographic image, this movie, sitting there on the rock by the ocean. But I want you to see yourself living your life with this new energy, this new rhythm, this new level of intensity or tranquility. And maybe that more energetic, revitalized, adventurous version of you takes more risks, does more things, is more courageous. I want you to imagine what that would look like in your life. What do you see yourself doing? Who are you with this new level of intensity, this new dynamic nature? Or perhaps you see yourself for the next 3 months with a new level of calm and tranquility. Maybe you see yourself less triggered, less bothered. Things that used to make you angry or upset simply feel like nothing at all. I want you to get a sense of what that 3 months looks like. 3 months of feeling more calm, more tranquil, taking life as it comes. No need to rush around. No need to overthink. No need to stress and worry. See yourself in that rhythm of life with a whole new attitude. And maybe you can also see other people's reactions to you, this new version of you. If you're more intense and energized, see how other people respond to that. Maybe it means you're more proactive, decisive and dynamic, perhaps even more courageous. Or that chilled version of you. Maybe other people notice that you're less intense. A new level of you where there's less conflict. You see more easygoing, and notice how other people respond to that version of you. And I want you to see the pace at which you walk, the pace at which you talk in this new rhythm of your life. Some people, when they unleash the dynamic version of them, tend to talk louder and faster and use more expressions. And some people, when they imagine themselves more calm and tranquil, imagine themselves speaking less loud, in a slower, more thoughtful way. Their voice almost becomes a cozy blanket to people around them. As you get a sense of which version of you would enrich your life more, look back out at the ocean and realize that sometimes the ocean has big crashing waves, and sometimes the ocean is calm. And what if you are the ocean? You don't have to be intense all the time, and you don't have to be calm and tranquil all the time. What if you were the ocean that when you need intensity, it comes to you? And when tranquility and calm is useful, that comes to you. I want you to now see on that holographic screen above the ocean a version of you with more choices, that you can have all of that intensity when you need it, but also the calmness and the tranquility when that becomes more useful. I want you to see a version of you that gets it just right. Sometimes being intense is useful to get that thing done. Sometimes being decisive is necessary to make a big decision. But sometimes, isn't it good to just take your shoes off, find a comfortable place, and just relax, because there's nothing you need to do, and you can just feel that level of relaxation. As you look up on that holographic movie above the ocean, see yourself for the next 3 months with more choices, more balance, more of what you need and less of what you don't. I want you to see a version of you that has a whole new level of options. That the rhythm of your life is a reflection of what you need when you need it. Because sometimes people are living in the opposite. They're stressed and intense, even if there's nothing to be stressed and intense about. So be that version of you where you get things just right, an equilibrium, a balance, strong waves when you need it, calm waters when you need it. Imagine that version of you. And when you see yourself in that holographic movie above the ocean with the balance just right, imagine stepping into that version of you, feeling how good it would feel to get the balance just right. Not too much stress and intensity, and not too much calm and relaxation, but everything proportionate to how good it makes you feel and how useful it is for your life. And when you feel like you have that feeling inside you, keep it within you, and then see that holographic movie shrink down to a dot. Imagine leaving that big rock by the ocean and walking back to the beach of shells, Praia de Concha. And then imagine seeing a spiral, pristine shell and realizing that that's where you really are. That's where your unconscious mind has been working all of this time. Step into the shell, unlock your unconscious, and then feel that you are reawakening your conscious mind as you now see yourself holding the very shell that you were inside just moments before. But hold on to this shell, keep it with you. This imagination of a shell will be a trigger to unlock these exact levels of balance, the exact levels of a rhythm of your life that is perfect for the quality of your life that you desire. And at some point in the future, you will find a shell that reminds you of this shell. And when you find it, you will keep it. And then that will be the new trigger to unleash the perfect rhythm of your life. It's time to leave this place of thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams, and come back to your reality, but take this new balance of rhythm in your life with you. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10, to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you very much for listening, perhaps even watching this hypnosis video. I tend to do most of my hypnosis audio only, so if you have enjoyed, liked, or benefited from this video, please give the video a like. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the bell notification, you'll get updated when I do more of this stuff. Share your experiences in the comments if you'd like to. All of this helps the algorithm, by the way. I think that my videos on YouTube don't get the audience that perhaps they could do, and I think part of that is because I need your help. So if you could like, subscribe, and comment, that really helps the algorithm to encourage more people to see videos like this. And maybe you know at least one person that really would benefit from slightly altering the rhythm of their life to get a better quality of life for them. And if that's the case, you can share this video with them. There's normally a share button nearby. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time, your attention, and I look forward to seeing you on a future video. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of The Hypnotist. And if you've got some value from this episode, I'd like to ask a favor. And that is that all of the platforms have some way of you telling us that you like it. And that might be hitting the like button, that might be giving it a 5-star rating or a short review. And if it's possible, and it is on Spotify and YouTube, if you can drop a comment with what value you got from the show or anything you liked in particular, that really helps the algorithm to put it in front of new people. Thank you so much again for joining me on this episode, and I'll see you again soon in the next one.